2-4.
Well, it's a day of hope with Food for the Poor, partnering with our friends Paul and Todd are here from Food for the Poor. Jack Swanda joins us from our afternoon show. And what we're asking you to do is dial pound 250, keyword food, or give online at thefishomaha.com. And Todd, why don't you fill everyone in on what the latest challenge?
Yeah, sure. By the way, that pound 250, you have to do that from a mobile phone. It doesn't work from a landline, so from your cell phone, pounds 250. Yeah, saving you some consternation this morning. It's like, it's not working.
We laugh. We don't mean to laugh. I mean,
no, it's just,
yeah, we do.
It's new. Well, it's new technology, a new idea, a new use of technology, I should say. So from your mobile phone, dial pound 250. Say the keyword food. So yeah, we're looking for 88 more folks who would say, you know what, I can trust God. For $150 one-time gifts or $12.50 a month. That's going to provide food for a year and water for life for 3 kids. And our ultimate goal by 10 o'clock this morning, this is our final 3 hours, less than 3 hours to go. So if you're a cardiac kid, you wanted to get in, late in the game and put it over the top, well, here you are, so get on it. But we're trusting that through you, God is going to feed another 300 kids this morning. This would be our biggest campaign ever here on the FISH Omaha. So I think this could be a miracle landmark morning, but we're going to need everybody's help. So get on the phone right now. What is your best gift? Maybe you could do more than the 150. Maybe you can do less. That's okay. Everything's going to balance each other out. We just need everybody, Dave, doing a little something. But it's so important because these are lives. It's not about the money. It's about the lives that are at risk.
It really is. When I went to Haiti a couple of years ago, I met a little girl. Her name was Soy. Soy was 10 years old. And she was living in what really was a makeshift orphanage. This woman just had a heart for kids, and so she kept bringing them into her house, even though she really didn't have enough money or enough food to provide for them either. But at least she was getting these kids off the street who had literally been abandoned either by their parents or the parents had died.
Right.
And so, like little Soy, her parents were gone, so she was dependent on this little makeshift orphanage. And it is amazing to look into the eyes of a 10-year-old girl who literally has nothing in the way of possessions and no mom and no dad. And boy, I'll tell you, the biblical verse about orphans and widows never became more vivid in my mind than looking at all of these little children at this orphanage, and particularly this one little girl. And she was very, very quiet. Most of the kids were out kind of, just playing and having a good time. And she was very quiet and kind of a little bit secluded. And I had a chance to talk to her and share some things that we had brought to Haiti for these kids. And even though she didn't have much to say, and she was very, very shy, when we went to leave, she gave me a big hug, and she just held on. And I said yesterday, maybe the tightest hug I've ever had in my whole life, and just held on and held on. And I think what I saw in her face was, hey, there's somebody who cares about me. And what an amazing feeling. What an amazing feeling.
It's incredible to think that your presence in her life and what you did for her may have changed. God could have used you, likely did, to change the trajectory of her life.
The good news is I do know from following up that she's in school now.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Wow.
She's getting food every day, got clean water to drink.
Wow.
And
it's a miracle.
And I just pray, and I do pray for her that someday, she can break out of that cycle of poverty and be able to give back to her community, to give back to those people around her.
Wow.
That's what you're doing. It's we talk about a day of hope, and we talk about all of the hope in this. That's the hope, is that these kids can have a good life and not be trapped in that poverty.
Right.
So that's where your $12.50 a month goes.
That's right.
It goes to a little girl whose mom and dad weren't there anymore, and who now has hope for a future, and who now knows who Jesus is.
It's awesome.
That's what we're talking about. Pound 250, keyword food. That's pound 250, keyword food. We would love for you to get in on this. You can provide that hope. Pound 250, keyword food, or thefishomaha.com.